All right, well, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man, hopefully most high in your house has blessing your day. By his mercies, you aren't consumed. We're alive in most high in your house has body too, and naturally alive. And yeah, man, I want to get into this, man, because actually on the morning prayers this morning, it was going to Psalms 116 and 15, and about the death of his saints, man. But I was just thinking about this, like looking at this spiritually. I was like, thinking about this, man, that dying, like the death of his saints, man, that's not even just talking about natural death, like honestly, no. Of course we could look at that as Yahweh Shai, of course, like that, but that's really dying. Let's just look at this, man. If you want to look at it, man, it's about actually lining up with killing off the old man and becoming a new creature, things of that nature. Like that's what this is going into. So let's look at Psalms 116 and 15. Because actually at my grandpa's funeral, that they read this verse, honestly, because but precious let's get this Psalms 116 verse 15. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. Now this is not even just talking about this natural death, things of that nature. Now of course it is talking about that, yeah, but what's so precious that when you kill off the old man and be born again of the word and become that new creature in Yahushua in Christ, man, the most high Yahushua, that's really the death too, honestly, looking at that. So let's get Psalms 116 and 15. It says, precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. So let's get Colossians real quick. It's crazy. I just said, we just talked about creature. In this Bible that I have now, the definition of creatures came up, but, that's neither here nor there. But let's get Colossians real quick. Colossians 3, then we're going. Colossians 3, let's get 8, man. It's Colossians 3, verse 8. Verse 8? Yeah. But now, yourselves are put off these things: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy language out of your mouth. Yeah, these are things that defile us within. Do not lie to one another, since you have put off the old man with his deeds. So yeah, man. But verse 10, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge, renewed in knowledge. What's that knowledge? The knowledge of the Most High Yahushua, the knowledge of God, and renewed in knowledge according to the image of Him who created him. Exactly, man. So that's what it is. That's the death of the saints, man. That's how we get any death. When you die the death of the righteous, man, we kill off the old man, but you become a saint, honestly. And that's ultimately leads you become a son and daughter of the Most High Yahushua, man. So, and that's precious, honestly, isn't it? That doesn't Proverbs say, wisdom more precious than rubies, things of that nature, man. And that's the wisdom of the Most High Yahushua, that knowledge, wisdom, understanding, man. So let's grab this Numbers 23 real quick, man, because that's the precious death, man, of the saints, man, killing off that old man, dying the death of the righteous, so your end can be like his, honestly. Now, of course, it's talking about natural death too, yeah, of course, but spiritually, because what the house shall say, my words are spirit. So let's get Numbers chapter 10, verse 23, verse 10. I'm sorry. Who can count the dust of Jacob, or the number 1/4 of Israel? Let me die the death of the righteous, and my end be like his. Exactly, man. So, let's get that Jeremiah 29, man. We're gonna talk about this. That's that expected end, honestly. Actually, like the brother sent me firstborn said on his class yesterday, man, there's only one thing, because there's too a lot of people, because he said this about women, because it's merely more. Honestly, I see more women do this in my lifetime. I have, because I get it's their survivalist altar by nature, but even though people do this as well, but that's any dynamic. But they come into a relationship or a dynamic with somebody. It could not be just be I don't want to say romantic, because romance isn't real. It's but in that type of aspect, it could be a relationship between a man and woman, or a relationship between a personal relationship, business relationship. Because a lot of people go into a relationship thinking about how the negative, how things can go bad. No, there's nothing wrong with that, honestly, because the word does say the prudent foresees certain things, have a foresight, and always have an exit plan, backup plans. That's one thing. But a lot of people can go into, even I'm still good to this, going to to something saying how bad can this end up, and they try to find an escape plan, honestly. But the brother sent me firstborn said, like, the only and the only relationship that you should be thinking about the end is honestly ultimately at the end of the day is with the Most High Yahweh. How you should be thinking about the end, honestly, and of course on this side as well. But think about the kingdom in the end, man. That's the only thing on dynamic is we really should do that in life, honestly. Now there's other factors into that, like because it's a balance and nuance type of thing. With certain times you do want to have backup plans for certain things, but you don't want to just go into every situation like that. But that's another story for another day. Let's grab Jeremiah 29 real quick. Because that's endings like his, man. And that's that expected ending, man. The reward, the promises. So Jeremiah 29 verse 11. It says, for I know the thoughts I think towards you. So you said the Lord, thoughts of peace and not evil, to give you a future and hope. Yeah. And in this version it says future and hope, but in the regular one it says expect the end, man. So yeah, man. That's is what it is, man. So that's the death of the saints, man. Killing off the old man, becoming a new creature in the Most High Yahweh, man. So, that's is what it is, man. So hopefully this is edifying. So peace.